Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at exponents or indices. We're looking at the examples for exercise 3, as we have done exercise 2 already. And exercise 3 is on page 30. Put the right reference. Exercise 3, the exercise 3 is on page 33. However, the examples is on page 32. Now this set example labeled example 1 deals with the first part of, we'll deal with the first part of exercise 3. So exercise 3 is divided into 3 parts. Raising a power to higher power. So this is this part of the heading for today. And then we'll have removing the brackets. And then we're going to look at, this is actually on page 31. The first part is on page 31. And the third part, of course, is your division of a polynomial by a monomial, which is the third part of this. Okay. So this lesson will be a bit longer than usual. Okay. So let's look at the first example. We've got 8 squared raised to the exponent 3. Ready? You getting 100% okay? Right, so we've got a squared raised to the power 3. A squared raised to the power. What does that actually mean to us? Does it mean to say it's going to be a squared times a squared times a squared, which is also the same as a to the exponent? Not so. So you guys do the next one quickly. A cubed raised to the exponent 4. A cubed raised to the exponent 4. So what do you guys get? What does this mean? X cubed times x cubed times x cubed times x cubed. Is the same as x to the exponent? You all agree with that? Is there any confusion? But looking at this, what if I had x to the 30 raised to the exponent? Am I going to write x13 times x30 times x30 times x30 20 times? No. Of course not. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to look at a rule that will make this a bit easier for us. Okay? So if I have a squared raised to the exponent 3, what's going to be doing is if something is raised to a exponent, we multiply the exponents. Remember, when we multiply, when base are the same, we now add. But if we have a power raised to a higher exponent, we multiply the exponents. In other words, it's going to be 2 times 3. And 2 times 3 is? So you guys must write this at the bottom. No? Okay. The next one, I got x to the exponent 3 raised to the exponent 4. So that will simply be x to the 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 is? This is the same. Alright? So let's look at this one. What if I have x to the 20, x to the 30 raised to x to the 20? So that will be x 30 times 20. And 0, 0. And 3 times 2 is 6. So it's x to the exponent 600. You guys understand? Is there any confusion? Not yet, okay. Right, let's go to the next question. So the rule now, therefore the rule says, if you got x to the m raised to the exponent n is equal to x to the m multiplied by n, or x to the mn. Can you guys see that? You understand?
Yes.
In words, when raising a power, which is x to the m, to a higher power, which is n, multiply the indices. And another word for indices is exponents. Multiply the exponents. Very important rule. You guys can put a box around it. Okay, can I move on?
Yes.
Okay. So here's the examples dealing with this now. Example 1, remember the coefficient 2 must also be raised to the exponent 3. They are talking about, this belongs with number 3. Okay. I'll just keep that out this one. Alright. So people, here we've got a to the exponent 3 raised to the exponent 5. So what would this be? A to the exponent 3 times 5, which is a to the exponent. Do the next one quickly. A cubed raised to the exponent 3. Quickly, no? No, the video is a bit too long. A cubed raised to the exponent 3.
So do we have to show that we multiply? Can we just go straight?
Then you can go straight to the answer. But initially, I would suggest you do it so that the law, the rule is solidified in your head. But if you know that you won't forget, it's fine. Okay. Later on, we tend to drop it anyway. Okay. So do this one, big people. A to the exponent 3 times 3. So what's 3 times 3? Do the next one quickly, number 3. And then remember, this comes into play here. Remember the coefficient, the 2 here, must also be raised to the power 3. Okay? We'll make that note. This belongs next to the sum. No? Right, so what do we have here, people? Remember, there's no exponent on there. There's a 1. So in other words, there's going to be 2, 1 multiplied by 3. Can you see that? A, 3 multiplied by 3, and B, 4 multiplied by 3. What's 1 times 3? 3. A, 9, B. What is A cubed? 8. A 9. Do you guys understand? For those of you it was taking a bit long to see here, or to understand what's happening here, let's look at this here. If I had applied my initial thought on it, if I got 2a cubed b4 raised to the power 3, what does this actually mean to us? This means to say it's going to be 2a cubed b4 multiplied by 2a cubed b4 multiplied by 2a cubed b4. We're multiplying the bracket 3 times out. Not so. But everything inside the bracket must be multiplied by the rest. What is 2 multiplied by 2? 4. 4 multiplied by 2? 8. Okay? What is a cubed times a cubed? A? A6. And a6 times a cubed? A9. Can you see that? B4 times B4? B8. B8 times B4? B12. Why? Because when we're multiplying and bases are the same, you add the exponents. And there you can see that that answer and that answer are the same. Identical answers there. You guys understand? So that's easy and correct. Okay, just remember, every base inside this brackets must be raised to the exponent 3, or the exponents must be multiplied by 3. Look at the next one. Number 4. Let's look at number 4. There's no exponent on the 2, there's a 1. So this will be 2 to the exponent, 1 times 2. A to the exponent, 2 times 2. And what is 1 multiplied by 2? 2. A, 2 multiplied by 2 is? And what is 2 squared? 4. 2 times 2 is 4, A. See any confusion there? Do number 5 quickly. Alright, so what would this be? Is a 1 under 3, not so? And what's the exponent on the 8? 1. So it's 3ab squared raised to the exponent 2. So what do I write here? 3, 1 multiplied by 2. A, 1 multiplied by 2. B, 2 multiplied by 2. So it's 3. 1 times 2 is 2. A, 1 times 2 is 2. B, so what is 3 squared? 9. A squared, B 4. Who got that sum right? Where did you go wrong, Michael? You can't see, where's your glasses?
Oh.
Sorry? You got it right. Okay, who got the sum right? Where did you go wrong, Michael? Yeah, in front.
Also, I didn't. How do I say this? By the 3, so were you the power of you down?
This thing.
Down. Yeah, so I didn't do that.
So you don't have 3 squared.
Yeah.
So what do you have here?
I do have 3 squared, but I didn't.
You didn't simplify further. You will always go further. No. Do number 6 quickly. Okay, so there's no exponent on the 2, then what goes here? 1. So that will be 2 to the exponent. 1 times 5. X to the exponent. 2 times 5. Y to the exponent. 4 times 5. You all agree with that? So now it gives us 2. What's 1 times 5? 5. X 10. Y? Doesn't need to solve that out. What does this mean, people? 2 to the 5. It's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 5 of them. Not so. What's 2 times 2? 4. And 4 times 2? 8 times 2? 16. 16 times 2 is? 32. X 10. Y. Who got that right? Where do you go wrong, Michael? Still busy? Is your finger up?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Who got the sum wrong? Should have asked that question. Where do you go wrong, Michael? You got 2 to the power 5. Right, 32. You must. People, remember that you guys are not using a calculator. So if the answer is an answer less than 200, then you must work it out. Okay? Unless we tell you, you got 2 to the 6 times 3 to the 2. You must work out the ordinary form of that. And if it's over 200, then we expect you to work it out. Okay? But if it's like 2 to the 10, then fairly large, which is 1024. No? But we don't expect you to, in the exam, work it out. You would leave it to 2 to the 10. If it's 2 to the 15 or 3 to the 10, whatever, we expect you to leave it like that. But as I said, if it's a number under 200, it's a fair game. You shouldn't be working it out. Okay? Any confusion, people? No? Okay. Number 7. Okay, because the bell is going to ring now, or soon, I'm just going to do it with you quickly, okay? You're all taking note now, no? So in number 7 we have a to the exponent 3, b to the exponent 6, all raised to the exponent 3. So what would that be? A to the exponent 3 times 3, b to the exponent 6 times 3. That will be a. 3 times 3 is 9b. 3 times 6 is? You all agree with that? Let's look at the next one, number 8. Here we got a squared in brackets, we got a cubed raised to the exponent 2. You see this brackets here is raised to the power 2. So that means to say that squared only applies to a cubed. And you see that, people? Likewise, if I had 2, 3 squared, does that square apply to this 2? No. So it's just 2 times 3 squared, of course, is 9, which is 18. You all agree with that? Likewise here, since that exponent is on the root, on the brackets, that only applies to that. So in other words, what happens between a squared and the bracket? Sorry? What's happening between a squared and the bracket? Multiplication. So it's a squared multiplied by. So what do we do here? Multiply the exponents. What's 3 times 2? Which is? So that will simply give us a squared times a to the exponent 6. When we're multiplying and basically say what do you do to the exponents? We add. So it's going to be a squared times a6 will be a to the exponent.
So
Yes.
in the exam, and in the exam, if you don't add the exponents, will you give the answer?
So you're going to leave your answer like this.
Yes.
Of course you'll lose 1 mark.
1.
Yeah. Out of 2 marks you lose 1. So that's okay, you only want half your marks. So then you must go all the way. Any other confusion there? Any other confusion? No? The next one? You are again told here, important to note, this was next to this, but I'm going to use that space there. Important to note that 2a squared is outside the brackets. which have to be raised to the exponent. 2a cubed is outside the brackets, which have to be raised to the exponent 2. That's not right, no? It says here 2a cubed is outside the bracket, which have to be raised to the exponent to the power 2. So it should be, if 2a cubed is outside the brackets, which has not to be raised to the exponent 2. Because why? Since this 2a cubed is not inside the bracket, that exponent 2 doesn't apply to this bracket. Not so? So this here is wrong, no? Wording is wrong. Or is it right?
So I think they refer to the bracket must be raised to the power 2.
The 2a cubed is outside the brackets, which has to be raised to the power 2. The brackets which have to be. 2a is outside the brackets, which have to be raised to the power. Oh, so this is.
Brackets has to be raised.
Okay, I think there should be a comma here.
Yes, sir.
2a cubed is outside the brackets.
Which have to be, yes, sir. Which has.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I
If
think.
there's a comma there,
Yes.
would have made more sense.
No, so is the bracket of this raised to the power 2? No.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so basically, I'm not very good at this English stuff. Okay, I would say it should not be raised to the power 2. No? Okay, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say. This squared is only on the bracket, so it only applies to the bracket. Not so? Right, so let's go with that quickly. So what do we have here? 2a cubed times, as we know, between the bracket and that is multiplication. What is the exponent on 3? 1. So it will be 3. 1 multiplied by 2. And what's 1 multiplied by 2? 2. A. The exponent? 2 times 2. So that will be 2a cubed times 3 to the exponent. What's 1 times 2? 2. A, 2 multiplied by 2 is? 4. So what must we, can I multiply 2 and 3 squared now? No, I must first work that out. You all agree with that?
Yes.
And what is 2 squared? What is 3 squared, sorry?
9.
9. A to the exponent? 4. So what's 2 times 9? 18. A, ma? A is cubed times A4. A7. When you're multiplying in places of the same way, add the exponent. You understand? Alright, and the last one. This is where we'll stop today. I thought we could have done more. But when you do this homework, please go through the examples again, okay? When removing the brackets, we'll look at them all. Right. In number 10, we got 2 open brackets. 2a cubed raised to the exponent 2. Right. What can happen here? What must be done first? I must sort these brackets out. Not so? So let's do this one together. So this will be 2 multiplied by. Multiplied by what? 2 to the exponent. 1 times 2. A to the exponent. 3 times. We all agree with that? So it's 2 multiplied by what's 1 times 2? 2. So it will be 2 squared. A to the exponent. 2 times 3 is? What is 2 squared? 2 squared is? 4. A to the 6. What's 4 times 2? 8. 8 to the. Is there any confusion there? Any confusion? Right, so part of your homework, I would like you guys to redo the 10 sums. And then you do for me out of exercise 3 on page 33, do number 1. You have 10 sums there as well. Okay? So we'll break this up because I know the videos are fairly long. We don't want you guys to not watch the thing. Okay? The full lesson can be found in the description box below.